Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. So, many of you will be clicking onto this video here today to find out what is new, what is this rebrand. I've been talking about it for at least like a good month, and behind the scenes been working on making this a reality. Going by a completely different name is a huge step for me. I've had this username of xiiRockstarrTv for 10 years now. On and off of YouTube. It started when I was in school, secondary school if you're here in the UK. I don't quite remember the translation to what it is to anywhere else in the world, but I'm sure you can find that out if you're really that interested. That did start as a username for my Xbox account, which back then was 14, 15-year-old me. Kind of just one random name on the internet, which I suppose followed me through my endeavors over onto YouTube a few years back, and now has been with me for what seems like 10 years. So it will be a big step for me, and I'm glad that you're all here to help support and bring this little, I guess, dream of mine into reality of going by a brand new name. But what name is that? Well, if you've clicked on this video, you probably already know. And first of all, if you're new to the channel, thank you very much for clicking on. I do very much appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody else that has been here throughout the years over on this current username. But it's time for a new start. Something new is on the horizon. Let's take a look at what the username might be. So there we have it. That is what the username I have chosen to go by from now on. Kind of makes sense, you know, the blue. Completely unrelated, by the way. But yes, we'll be going by Reinbloo, a username that I have sat on for a little while. It's actually, funnily enough, the name of my OC, which I will flash up on screen. And you will have seen probably in the thumbnail to this video as well. Reinbloo, spelt the correct way of rain with an A and blue as in the colour, was what my OC was named. And after some deeper delving into the whole Twitter and trying to grab ats for my new accounts, it worked a lot nicer. I managed to claim all of the account names under Reinbloo across all of my socials and also on the like the gaming side of stuff, which is pretty nice. I'm happy I've managed to claim all of those, which will help with my brand and going forward with something brand new. I've got a long list of things. If you was just interested in finding out the name, I appreciate you clicking onto the video regardless. If you do want to go into more detail, and I've got some questions from you guys in the community, that is what I'm going to be covering from here on out in this video, and more of an insight to my mind on what I want to do going forward, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions. Normally with a rebrand, generally has some sort of impact on the content that you create as a creator. So I'm going to be covering all of that in the rest of this video. So we'll start off with, we'll just talk about the main channel for the moment. So Reinbloo is going to be the name of the channel. Will stick throughout. You might have seen in my Twitter posts, or if you've seen this long after the video in anything else, that I have got a returning character from an old series called, what was it called? S&O. I don't know how I nearly forgot S&O. Beyond the question. Anyway, S&O Supernatural Origins was a series that took place now, I think it ended about February 2020. Started in about like Octoberish, September, Octoberish of 2019. It's a series that we do with the Origins group, and it was our Supernatural Season 2 that took place in that time. And I had a character named Bean. Bean is going to be returning to the channel. Bean will, in fact, be helping my little friend Rain. He'll be helping my little friend Rain, you know, get through his endeavors. So there is a bit of lore behind my character. Won't go into too many details. You guys can speculate in the comment section. I love reading your guys' theories, which is why I ask on every single video about theories and thoughts. So if you have any theories about Little Bean, let me know in the comment section down below. But Bean is returning. He's going to be somewhat of a channel mascot along with Rain, and I really enjoyed Bean's character, so he's going to be back. You'll see him in various different places, whether that be the actual content, including the series and whatnot, in branding, so in maybe merchandise. I haven't got through to merchandise yet, but yeah, maybe merchandise or business cards or whatever it is I go on to use him on. You will in fact see Bean here and there across the channel, which will be very, very nice. More so, you'll see him on emotes and sub badges and all of that good stuff. I've got lots of artwork in the works through various different artists. If I get any of this and I remember to update it, I will put the artist links for everything that have done something to help through this process in the description down below, including my thumbnailers, who are absolutely amazing. The 4 of them have done some outstanding work throughout My Hero Origins, and they've been doing a lot of other good things for me. So can't say too much because some say it's spoilers, but I appreciate all the work from my thumbnailers and anybody else who does in fact do artwork across the channel. But yes, a little bit of meaning behind the name, Reinbloo. Some might see it as the original spellings of rain, as in the rain that falls from the sky, and the colour blue. It's a little bit more sorrowful. Now, I wanted to take a little spin on that. Obviously, with the name actually being spelled a little bit differently, it does obviously change up the direct meanings of the words. Rain is the kind of like reign supreme, rise above. So we're looking to take that next step, go beyond, plus ultra. Very memey, I know. But yeah, that's what the rain section of the name means. And then the blue section, since it's not spelled as the colour blue, I guess it kind of fits the whole like the sky or oceans. And then again, it's more towards, you know, going beyond. There's something more, there's something further. So that is my whole premise, is to go further. I guess plus ultra in this case. But yes, that is the omnipotent goal, is to go forward, do better, and that's the main premise. Just go forward, do better, create content that I know you guys definitely want to see, content I feel comfortable creating, that kind of things. Because there are some things I'm sitting on which I've never really been comfortable actually doing. But I'm hopefully build up my, I guess, in a sense, confidence to bring those ideas to life, because there is a lot of good stories to be told, and I do want to bring them to life. Which brings me more so down to something else regarding this channel, the main channel, which will be obviously Reinbloo. Content here will pretty much remain the same. The roleplays will stick around. I've not really got any other intention to remove or stop doing Minecraft or roleplays on this channel. That will pretty much remain the same. It was actually asked as a comment, so I appreciate that. But yes, it will be remaining the same. There'll be micro details that you guys probably won't even notice that will change. If you notice, then you've got a brilliant eye to attention to detail, but you probably won't notice them. It's more like micro changes that I'll be changing within like how I produce content, the content that's actually inside of the videos themselves. I do have like a plethora. I've got like 6 pages of notes in front of me. I can't go through them all because I'll be here all day. But yeah, going forward, the content will have small changes. You guys probably won't notice it, but that's not too big of a deal. Hopefully it will come off. It'll be a better workflow for me. And episodes will just hopefully be that step better. They'll be a lot better in terms of quality, quantity, that type of deal. Whatever it is that you look for when you go looking for content. But the main channel, like I said, will pretty much stay the same. The artwork will stay the same for now. I have only just had this banner and artwork done, so nothing really in terms of artwork will change. We should just be able to go smooth sailing straight in, and hopefully it will all be good. As we go with the other channels, I will briefly touch on those channels because it is relevant here, since it's like this is like the hub for all of those extra channels. The Pokestar channel, since obviously the star part was taken from Rockstar, that will also be renamed. It will be going to be a more generalized category in terms of the content that is produced over there. So it'll become more Reinbloo, kind of generic, you know, the more or the plus or the number 2 after signifying it's a second gaming channel in a sense. That will be tailored more towards general gaming. So I might be putting more Faz episodes over there, maybe some Uno videos if they don't. I want to try and differentiate the two from my main channel, and try and keep it more tailored to Minecraft on the main channel, and then general gaming on the second channel. So if you do enjoy those videos, my headphones just turned off because there's no sound whatsoever. You might have heard that. Yeah, so if you are into like the Phasmophobia, the Uno, whatever else is coming in the future, if you are into that kind of video and you don't want to miss that content, I can't stress, go over and subscribe to the second channel. Prior, it has always been Pokemon, like Nintendo related, but I also want to step that up, change that up, and shift the content that doesn't necessarily need to be on the main channel over to that second channel. So, like I said, if you want to see that content, go slap that button on it right now. It will be all linked in the description. This video is probably going to be heavily description based. I'll probably clean it out from everything of my default, and it will just be tailored to everything mentioned today. I might put a little brief summary at the top as well, just so people can, you know, see what's been going on here and where. But yes, that channel will obviously be tailored more towards generalized gaming, one-off videos, that type of thing that isn't actually Minecraft. I don't think there's anything else to mention. Maybe on that channel I'll have like one-off like stream highlight type things from bigger like streams. I know I did a Monster Hunter Rise stream on release day the other day. That was actually a 6-7 hour long stream. So say that was a stream I wanted to cut down into a highlight, that would go onto the more Reinbloo channel, which you guys can then, you know, you're watching a shorter version of the streams, which then brings me over to the stream channel, which will obviously just get renamed to Reinbloo Streams. All stream content will resume upload after this has happened. So like I said, I've got the Monster Hunter streams that I'm going to cut down into shorter, and those will get uploaded. We've got a really old Valheim stream that I still haven't uploaded, but is just waiting to be uploaded. Kind of wanted to wait for all this to go into effect and then continue and resume the actual flow of content. So that will actually happen. In terms of the Twitch side, like I mentioned, I want to try and get new sub badges, which are tailored towards our mascot of Bean. Emotes, you might see some other various bits and pieces like I mentioned a little bit earlier. And like I said, as we settle into these little changes, we'll start, you know, bumping up the productivity of the content, which hopefully shouldn't be too big of an issue. But I do still work, for those that don't know. So it's a balance at the moment, as of the state of the world. Yeah, we'll see how things go, and we'll get back into that 100% let's do this type of thing. In terms of the channels, that is pretty much everything that needed to be said. Other possibilities of things, I do have a TikTok. Haven't uploaded on it yet, but I do in fact want to do more over on the TikTok. So if at all, if there is anything at all that I could possibly upload onto there, I'm going to start doing it. That will also be linked in the description below, because that's also going to change as a link as well. I've got a lot of changing of links to do. That's the main struggle here. Obviously, I want to be more active. Sorry, if I look down, I've got plethora of post-it notes and all sorts. But yes, if there is any way I can push more things on socials, so Twitter, my Instagram and the Facebook, kind of just exist, and I post whenever I feel like it. I want to be a bit more proactive on those as well, so hopefully I'll be able to do that as well. But yes, all links will be changed and updated in the description to this video, so you can go check out the various different areas of anything that you may want to go and check out. I appreciate the support across everything. I really, really, really do, and I appreciate everybody's support throughout this rebrand change. This video is a little bit longer than I wanted to, but let's first of all go through some of the unanswered questions from you guys in the community. Let's have a see. So we'll start off with one from my good friend M, White Wolf M, and they asked a two-parter to this question. So obviously we've got the one talking about new theme or color scheme for your rebrand. Pretty much is going to be staying exactly as it is. Especially on the main channel, we're sticking with the cool, vibrant colors. So the pink, the blue, the purples, for the most part. It might be reflected more so into thumbnails. I try and want to, you know, try and get a theme going in my thumbnails. Maybe an overlay of some kind, or just something to signify something going on. Something a little bit more deeper that goes into my content creation. And the new direction with my content, or sticking with roleplays, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but yeah, this is a slightly different direction in terms of my focus and my aims of where I want to go in the future. Hopefully that answers everything. Do I plan on changing my channel's content due to the rebrand? Or do I plan Yeah, I do plan to stay in the same community, especially for right now. Hopefully that doesn't change. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We'll see whatever happens when we cross that boat. How come I chose to rebrand is a big one that I see a few, like the concept I have, and why did I choose to rebrand. So it's been 10 years since I had my name. It's a little bit complicated, you know, the whole XII and the different spellings of star, and it's just a little bit of a complicated name, and complicated names don't do very well when it comes to branding and doing stuff on YouTube. So I took some time and I said, okay, it's complicated. I'm not a huge fan of the name, and I wouldn't be opposed to changing it. And that led me then to step out of my norm and go into thinking, okay, if I chose this name, is it easy to say? Is it search optimized to, you know, come up? My cat has come to say hello. But yes, there's a few different ways that I've had to sit down and go, okay, this is why I want to rebrand. And hopefully this doesn't affect too much in terms of, okay, am I going to damage the brand by changing? There's been a lot of questions that have gone through my head, which don't need to be questioned, but that's just the way that my mind works. Moving on to some of the YouTube side of comments. Since there weren't too many, I did make a post to say, you know, if you aren't aware this is happening, because there's a lot of people that don't have Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, I would recommend getting a Twitter. Your favorite creators are all on Twitter, and you get to see, or I guess you find out information a lot quicker about things that are going on, whether it's series related, new posts. There's a lot that goes on Twitter. So it's like our go-to to give information out in a quicker fashion, in a sense. But the community posts do also do the same thing if people actively use it. So But yes, let's go through the list. Am I still going to be doing Origins? Seems to be a question I get asked a lot. I've been here from the very beginning. I do intend to stay for as long as I physically can. There'll be a lot of variables that go into me choosing not to, but as of right now, yes, I will be continuing Origins. Why did I become a YouTuber? Pretty much for the same reason that most people become a YouTuber, is to create content, make people smile, and just enjoy, you know, doing something. It started as a hobby for a lot of people. It is more or less still my hobby. I still work, so it is more or less still my hobby. Until I am able to go full time and then make it my work in a sense. But yeah, that is the main reason. Make people happy and give people an escape from their worlds. I used YouTube as an escape when I was growing up, so it's exactly the same. I'm just giving back what I was given in a sense. Yeah. Another question here that says, will you continue to do your own RPs? I am slowly but surely working on a solo-based RP, which I've been working on and off on it for quite a few years. Well, it's been at least 2 years now because the series ended 2 years ago. I've been working on and off on various bits and pieces in the background, behind Origins, behind Hunted, and all of these other series that have been going on, and I'd like to think I could bring it out at some point. But if I'm doing a solo project, obviously a lot of the work is solo. It takes a lot more time. But yeah, there is stuff that's going on. There is solo RPs that I do want to bring to light, because they're definitely a lot more fun and they benefit a creator a lot more to say, I did this all on my own type of thing. So there is things going on, and hopefully that will be coming out somewhat soon. And that is all of the questions that I do in fact have. I've covered a lot of the other ones which were mentioned in the first segment of this video, but I appreciate you all, guys. If you did stay to the end of this video, I very much appreciate it. It's more of an informative, okay, this is happening, this is changing, ta-da, here you go type of video. Just so people were on the same page, and if they came across this channel, then you know why the change has happened. Because my old name will no longer exist after this video is posted, so it's a little bit saddening, but it is what it is. But I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming out to see today's video. If you have any further questions and you want to ask them, please ask them in the comment section down below. I don't mind answering questions if you have them, or if they're related to anything that we've mentioned today and you want more details. Just feel free to ask me a question or shoot me a question on Twitter, wherever you want. I don't care. I'll answer it. But anyways, thank you. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful and safe day, and I will let's just enjoy our weekend. Go out and enjoy your weekend. That's my message for today. Have a wonderful and safe day. Bye for now, guys.